looking forward to a fantastic battle. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Kansas Jayhawks taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Badgers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Ezukama. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun to give to the back. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
They'll ride the hot hand. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Back to throw, it's Spears. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get...
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Jayhawks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Badgers have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. He might want another play. Off the RPO, complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
The Badgers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Barry Johnson. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Badgers line it up with a 1st and goal. Quick strike complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Badgers! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Spears. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. Wide open spaces. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Once he got some room, it was over.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point was good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And it may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
From the gun, the running back has it. Got room at the 35. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Catch in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They'll send the back in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Ezukama. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Jayhawks getting set on first and 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're...
Lost one deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
He's going to let one fly down the middle.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man,
oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Badger. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Spears. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lost a throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Touchdown, Kansas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barry Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's Hilton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Badgers want to move quickly. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this. There he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Spears. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Unloads to the right. It's caught. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, Badger! A great catch and run for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To throw, it's Spears. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Off the play fake on first down. He lost one down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Open spaces. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Kansas, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The give to the tailback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air, it's Spears. Boom. Finds his big tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Jayhawks in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
It's a big stride inside the 10.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completed.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Thorne. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wisconsin offense to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. He smashes his way through again. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Badger.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Spears. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable. But
he uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Motion from the wide receiver. And off to Jones.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
The Badgers have this offense rolling. He breaks a tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Spears. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's not afraid to go deep. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. To the air on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ezukama. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Dropping back, it's Spears. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
It's complete to the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. They just keep firing. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he tacked on the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside.
Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it, being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Quick spin on the run.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They'll leave it with him. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here in the game.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll keep it himself. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.